Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
So off we go then. Diogo Dalot. Pedro Neto. And it's Vitinha. Played out wide. Knocks it into space. Wales do have a chance to counter here. And it's Vitinha. And this is Ronaldo. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, well played, well played. Nuno Mendes. Now Gonzalo Inacio. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Ruben Dias did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Pedro Neto. That's an imaginative pass. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
He's got away. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Diogo Dalot. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Wales are looking to break at pace. Vitinha supplying the width on this right-hand side. And the shot! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Delivers the ball. He leaps for it. Oh, off the bar. Looking to play him in. And the shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Portugal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
That's a good run he's making there. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's the chance to counter. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1. Shot, surely! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's Vitinha. Diogo Dalot. Pedro Neto.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's good running with the ball. And he cuts out the supply. Bernardo Silva. Oh, easy pickings there. Ruben Dias. Pedro Neto. And he's whipped it across. Portugal have it back. Bruno Fernandes! No, just over.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Aims beyond the defence. Played out towards the right wing. And he lines up a cross. Cleared away. Good take, and the shot! And no mistake. But oh, it's offside.
The decision came a little late because the referee initially didn't see the assistance flag, but it's the right call.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing.
Portugal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Ruben Dias. Gonzalo Inacio for Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto steaming forward at pace. He is just caressing the ball. Diogo Dalot, played in by Dalot. Keeper has taken decisive action. That'll be a throw-in. And here's Neto. Ball in towards the middle. Oh, good effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes.
That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Portugal probably looking to come in with a bigger lead, but overall I think there's plenty for them to be happy about. They should look to carry on as they are, although a little more composure in front of goal would be perfect.
Portugal looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. Down to business again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's good play. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's bounced back off the post. He's looking wide. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bernardo Silva! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine header.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. Well, yet another interception and a show of...
He'll try for distance! Oh, crossbar! Shot could be on. Bruno Fernandes. And a chance! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Portugal have hit a quick-fire double here. And that's another good win of the ball. Pedro Neto looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Well, the quicker you cut out the service, the sooner you isolate his threat.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo!
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And here's Cristiano. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a good finish. This day becomes absolutely perfect, utterly ideal. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He has found the way through.
Oh, great feat, that.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Vitinha. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, that's well spotted. Rafael Leao. Now, can they get him away? Oh, great run, magical! Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is good alertness. Bernardo Silva. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's a fine interception. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. Oh, that looks a decent ball. Decent chance! Oh, denied at the last.
Yeah, I think I'd feel that way too. Not that I thrived in one-on-one situations.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 8. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 11.
And a header! And that's past the post. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo going forward. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao plays it in. That's put paid to the danger. Pedro Neto. Could move up a gear here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his chance for a shot!
3 minutos de compensação.
And he's missed it. Bernardo Silva. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Bernardo Silva does have his name on the score sheet, of course. It's a searching pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And now the breakaway. And that's that. Portugal pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Cristiano Ronaldo picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. Now that was impressive. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Savinho. Marquinhos. Joelinton. He's had it taken off him. Bernardo Silva. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. And that should get the job done. Ruben Dias makes the interception. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Tries one from range. Missed by a fraction. Douglas Luiz. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha, spread to the right. Threads one in. Pedro Neto receives it in a wide position. Lucas Perry claims it. Safe hands. Pedro Neto. And this is Ronaldo. Shot a goal! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And he's decided to go for it. And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Carlos Augusto.
Brazil are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team.
Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out. And he should have made them pay.
Cristiano Ronaldo has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
There's a Bruno Fernandes! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Portugal with the corner, they're first. Joelinton is there, and he can get that clear. Look at the space here. Big chance! And there's a goal. They are purring, truly purring. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Ronaldo. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And it's Douglas Luiz. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Neymar. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Dalot. Oh, that's nice. Lobbed in behind.
Carlos Augusto.
And it's Neymar. Gabriel. Portugal heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Knocks it into space. Joelinton. Nice control. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
he's done it again. He's got his second. Portugal find a position of real strength now. Douglas Luiz. And it's Danilo. Now, can they get him away? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's picked it up out wide. Chance to deliver.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Douglas Luiz. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Portugal seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. So right back into the action. Now it's João Pedro. And here's Luiz. He's gone forward. Joelinton. Diogo Dalot cuts it out. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever... Oh, just a keeper now! Rafael Leao. Ambitious ball here. Gabriel cuts out the pass. And here's Bernardo Silva. Marquinhos. For Joelinton. And it's Guimarães. Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's in! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Cristiano Ronaldo being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Marquinhos.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Shapes to shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he can't put it away.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Now it's João Pedro. He's shifting through the gears here. Bruno Fernandes. And this is Ronaldo. Spread it left. Rafael Leao is onto this. And the shot's on here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Bruno Fernandes. It's a good run down the right. And that has put paid to that. Rafael Leao. Looking for a runner. That's good vision. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! And it's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
7 minutos de jogo, com a camisola.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Portugal are having a ball here. And he's had it nicked away. Danilo. Douglas Luiz. And it's Joelinton.
Brazil appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And that is expertly dealt with. Douglas Luiz. And it's Joelinton. And this is Ronaldo. And he's being shifted off it. Bruno Guimaraes. Carlos Augusto. He's picked his way through. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Neymar. Oh, that's fabulous. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Vitinha. Joelinton does really well to win the ball there. Looking for the run. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Ederson. João Pedro. Picked up, chance! And that's past the post.
David Neres really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
Bernardo Silva. Now Ruben Dias. Vitinha. That has been slung wide. Marquinhos spots it and intercepts. Now it's João Pedro. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Spread neatly. Bruno Fernandes. He shifted it to the flank. And no, he's seen through all of that. And this is... It's
2 minutos de compensação.
And it's been taken short. Bernardo Silva, who has set up 2 goals. Oh, delightful ball. And time is up. Portugal, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Cristiano Ronaldo walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many thanks to Jim. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We stand for the national anthem of Poland. Well, that was special. Now stand by for this. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity and conviction, in tempo even, and that's not a bad thing.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker, not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from...
He's going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Zalewski. Now it's Isak. Space for him to turn and look. In towards the back stick. Bednarek clears it away. Kulusevski. Now, can they get him away? Aimed at the far side. Szymanski. Zalewski. Works it forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's Zalewski. Szymanski. Now it's Isak. Threads one in. Gyökeres. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And it's Zalewski. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He has found the way through. And that is headed for the middle. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Kulusevski clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Great chance! Off the post! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Isak clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Gyökeres, not a hint of offside here. Sweden with the corner, they're first. Poland are looking to go forward now. Oh, Gyökeres! That was mighty close. Still goalless at the moment.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's found a way through. Drills and a chance! It was a good ball that, played into his feet.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace, and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it.
And it's been taken short. Cash is onto this. And now they can spring out of defence. Good ball, good take. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Bednarek. Poland are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
That has ended up in no man's land. Kivior. Szymanski. Couldn't squeeze it through. Nicely shaped ball. Sweden are looking to break at pace. Kulusevski steaming forward at pace. No way through, so back it comes. And he's in on, he's having a pop! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Tries to play it through. Cash. He's shifting through the gears here. He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Biontech clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's a sharp little ball here. That's the keeper's ball.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Isak. It's a searching pass. That looks a good ball. Tries a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And for the first half, that is that. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So between them, no goals at all so far.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So, into the second half.
Sweden are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Elanga. He's got away. And he's gone backward here. And the shot! In he goes again. It's in. How they've waited. Now they have it. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Sweden have broken through. It's 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
He's had it taken off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Isak receives it in a good position here. Zalewski, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now Kivior.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Bednarek. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. 1-0 the score. Goes for a shot! And he's stuck it away! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he's been shifted off it. Szymanski. Sweden have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Floated through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Gyökeres. That's a delicate pass. It's played through for him. Isak. He's through on goal here. Oh, great keeping. Snaffled out the danger.
Ah, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Zalewski! And he hits the net! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Poland, after 74 minutes, is number 21.
Poland can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Substitution in progress.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Searching pass he's played there.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Szymanski. Gyökeres. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that was asking just too much of him. So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Zalewski. Here's Zielinski. Played into space. Oh, that's clever. Picked out brilliantly. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Piontek.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Spread neatly. Gyökeres! And that really should have been that.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And smartly reclaimed. Lindelof. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Drives it in. Punched away.
Sweden can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now this could be a chance. Frankowski finding himself in space. Shoots! It's a pretty loose pass. And again! No, just not quite.
Zielinski is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Four extra minutes added on. Gyökeres. Great vision. Elanga in acres of space out wide. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. Gyökeres, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We stand for the national anthem of Poland.
Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim, but...
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to...
Isak! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Poland finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Can he get on the end of this? Quick look, then big chance! Oh, it's come loose. Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Searching pass he's played there. Spread neatly.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's having a pop! It's hit the upright. Zalewski. And Szymanski. And it's Lewandowski. Now it's Szymanski. And he plays one through. Still pretty early days, but the difference in fortune is very clear. Now it's Kulusevski. Kulusevski plays it in. Oh, great leap! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Oh, what a great leap. He had no right to get to that.
First quarter of an hour gone. Now he's got space here. Isak. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Shot a goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
The goal scorer for Sweden. After
It was
18
a
minutes.
great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. (3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Elanga gets across and deals with it. Cash. Poland have it back and can go again. That is a great pick out. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Sweden with the corner, they're first. He's rising! And the keeper threw out a limb. Well, they've got it again. Elanga, look at the space here. Oh, look at the shapes to shoot! And how did he not make it 4?
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Poland are looking to go forward now. Now this could be a chance. It's Lewandowski! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
They've played it short. Now the ball in. Gets the shot away! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Sweden have the chance to go the other way. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's a foul. Simple distance. Quick free kick. Now it's Isak. Isak has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Kulusevski. Sweden looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Great vision. Good ball, good take. He's free, he has got space. Zalewski. Great chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Kivior. Bednarek. Now it's Lewandowski. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now that looks a decent ball. Isak. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now it's Isak. Threads one in. Real chance! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Sweden absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Sweden producing a nigh-on perfect 45 minutes. It's 3-0. So off we go again. Tries to pass it through. Gyökeres. Hangs one in. Tries a shot! It goes to show he is human after all.
Sweden certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Szymanski. Elanga. Elanga powering forward here. Takes on his marker. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cash. Pressing high and with purpose. And it's Szymanski. Piontek. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Goodmanson. He won't be happy with that one. Zalewski. Oh, that's fabulous. And he decides to cross it. It is a corner. Oh, what has happened here? Swings in a terrific effort. And yes, it's there! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 57 minutes is number 2, Cash.
Poland may be down, but not out just yet. Aims beyond the defence. Elanga. Oh, he's played it in. And the shot!
Off the post! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Gyökeres certainly had to make his mind up quickly, and he rushed it.
Bednarek. Szymanski. 60 minutes played. Tries to play it through. It's a goal kick. Pass is just off target. Szymanski. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Szymanski. Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Kivior. He's had it taken off him. Knocks it into space. Szymanski. He's gone forward. Isak looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
He's having a hit! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Substitution.
So, third corner of the game. Isak!
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Szymanski. Cash. Showing great feet there. Hangs in across. Cleared away. It's a searching pass. Cash. Szymanski. Elanga. Gyökeres. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Requires real discipline to defend this deep, and they are showing just such discipline. And now they can clear their lines. Bednarek gets over and intercepts. He's on it, can he get away? And he's found a way past. And he's quick to get rid. Engages and forces him off the ball. Nicely shaped ball. Looking for the run. That has not gone well. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely
Substitutions
nothing
taking
wrong
place.
with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Pinches it off him. Looking for options for movement.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's made it shot, surely! It's bounced back off the post. And he's quick to snatch it back. Takes a shot!
3 minutes added time.
He's got away with one there.
Oh no, this does not look good. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Can he get it through? Shot could be on.
Oh, great keeping, snaffled out the danger.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well.
So that's it. It is all over. Sweden are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Isak taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Sweden definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked,
And now
whether it was link-up.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
the
for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We stand for the national anthem of Poland. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better? It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
Ukraine.
Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind. And that
Shoots!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Szymanski. Piontek. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, great leap!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Now it's Szymanski. Over to the right flank. And that's aimed into the middle. Lindelof attempts a clearance. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Lewandowski! No, he's missed it. Now it's Kulusevski. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. He's found a way through. And the ball is out of play. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Bednarek. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Can he finish? Goal, Poland! And we have liftoff. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Number 8.
Poland are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to have...
And a chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Gyökeres really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to... Oh, terrible pass. Isak!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Zalewski. He's picked his way through. Cross flung in towards the middle. Johansson claims it without any fuss.
Sweden are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Zalewski.
Poland really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Picked out brilliantly. Crosses it in. Oh, he's Gyökeres! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Bednarek. Spread out to the left. Now Kivior. And it's Zalewski. Szymanski. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Kulusevski finding himself in space. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, good. Can he finish? It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
After 40 minutes is number
Oh, the
17.
deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He slings it in. And that has been cleared. Chips it through. Kivior kept his eye on it, and he's there.
2 added minutes has been
Bednarek
indicated.
cuts out the pass. Szymanski. And it's Szymanski. Tries to play it through. Oh, and that is the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
I'm afraid to tell
So
you
your
that
views
we're
on the first
expecting
half?
traffic to be
Sweden
heavy
will
after the
be
final
pretty
whistle
happy
today.
with the way they've performed so far.
Please
They
welcome our
remain
players,
calm after going
everyone.
behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Gyökeres proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Kivior. Ah, he's given it away. He's had a shot. He's got away with one there.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
In with the challenge. He is through here. Cross to the back post. And he's taking no chances there. Sweden have reclaimed it. Zalewski. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Quality ball. Poland are looking to go forward now. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's managed to get free. Tries to cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Gyökeres is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Gyökeres! And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Lewandowski, and he's got the beating of his man. Gyökeres does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And he can clear it away. Sweden have it back and can go again. Can he get it through? Cash. Piontek. Knocks it into space. It's a searching pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Cash going like a man possessed at the moment. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hangs one in. Gyökeres. Piontek.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Neatly clipped into space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Poland choosing to make the first change.
Substitutions taking place.
"75 minutes played. Always onto this. It's a promising position. Tries a shot! Another one of football's and how moments.
Isak has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Zielinski. Oh, this looks sharp. Great vision. Gyökeres.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Takes a shot! Goal, Sweden! And the comeback is complete.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
82 minutes is number 9, Alexander Isak.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Gyökeres.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Elanga looking to receive it in space. He's having a hit! And it's made its way to him.
Sweden really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And it's Kulusevski. He's having a pop! Nearly, but not quite.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often, you'll find a net.
Great on the finish! And that's a sharp finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Just eases him off the ball. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Goes looking wide. And there goes the final whistle. Sweden have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Isak picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is it.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Gyökeres! Szymanski. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker, not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Gyökeres stood his ground strongly. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's there to belt it away. And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Tries a shot! Goal! Sweden! And Sweden take the lead. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Poland finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking for options for movement. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Hangs one in. Good read, needed to be. And that's really well manoeuvred. And he's quick to return it.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Sweden with the corner, they're first. Isak! Nearly, but not quite.
Isak certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
He's having a shot! He's got away with one there.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Isak. Gyökeres. Oh, what a ball! Shot a goal! Oh, how good is he? He's got himself an absolute peach. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
The goal scorer for
The
Sweden.
movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Sweden are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Here's a sharp little ball here. Goes for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're threatening to fly away here. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Alexander Isak.
Sweden find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Sweden have scored 2 quick goals here. Zalewski just eases him off the ball. Isak. Half an hour played now. He's having a pop! It's bounced back off the post. Bednarek. Szymanski. And he's been shifted off it. And here's Isak. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And he was quick to react. Lindelof. Piontek. Gyökeres. Zalewski. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Bednarek. That's a little off target. And he's in on goal. There's the shot! Superb from Gyökeres! A finish of true class! They are purring, truly purring. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Szymanski. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And they can counter here. Gyökeres. Nicely worked. Now there's a fine ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Oh, what has happened here? That is ended up in no man's land. Can he get on the end of this? And the finish! Sweden have their second corner now.
There will be 3 minutes.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Cleared away. And that is expertly dealt with. Piontek. No, he's not getting past him there. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Sweden have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And we're already back up and running after half-time. That's an imaginative pass. No, again there's no way through. Elanga. And he shoots! Cash. He'll try from distance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Great vision. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with. Sweden couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Gyökeres does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Elanga in acres of space out wide. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Isak. Zalewski. And it's Zalewski. So we've reached the hour mark. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bednarek promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Isak. And he's had it nicked away. Zalewski. Gyökeres under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Sweden needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now, can they get him away? Brilliantly cut out. Kivior. That has been cut short. Szymanski. Gyökeres finds himself offside. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Substitutions taking place.
And the pass is intercepted. Gyökeres tries to play it through. Shapes to shoot! No, that's just wide.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Bednarek. Now it's Isak. Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. Isak. Elanga. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Oh, that's delightful. Looking to wriggle clear of his marker. He's going for goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Bednarek. Here's Zielinski. Here's a chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping! Backward it goes. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Zielinski. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Isak. Oh, shooting chance! No, it's wide.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Bednarek. He's had a shot! He's got a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Number 17, Gyökeres.
Sweden are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's good running with the ball. Dink through, and it's made its way to him. Big chance! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Bednarek. Zielinski. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And smartly reclaimed. Zielinski. And that has left him in a heap. So that's it. It is all over. Sweden can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Gyökeres picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
From the regional police department.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of
everybody,
a
and
match that
welcome
will
to
really
today's
get the
match.
juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great
And
sense of
here's
anticipation in this
the heart of
stadium,
the
and
field.
I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We stand for the national anthem of Poland. Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will.
And now, riding
Well,
up
there are
for
plenty looking
Sweden,
forward to seeing this.
number
A
3,
capacity crowd here.
Lindelof.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour.
Number
I don't think there's
17,
much difference here.
Gyökeres.
So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Now it's Isak, over to the right flank. Can he get onto this? And it's Lewandowski. Zalewski in acres of space out wide. Gyökeres. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Isak. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Gyökeres really looked so good there, didn't he, making his run? Did he rush the finish a bit? Perhaps.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
It's a promising position. In towards the back stick. Gyökeres finds himself offside. Bednarek. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Szymanski. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Gyökeres running at top gear. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. Kulusevski goes short. Lovely, now then. Elanga! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. Now it's Szymanski.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Isak, good chance here! Sensational from Isak! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! You just know there is no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Alexander Isak.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Well, they can break here. Oh, that's a key interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. He has found the way through. Big chance! It's a loose ball. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Gets the shot away! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Cash. 15 minutes till half-time. Kulusevski, and the shot! He's got away with one there. Bednarek. Now Kivior. And it's Zalewski. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Well, that is one way to stop him. Lindelof did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That'll be a corner. Sweden have their second corner now. Isak! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Sweden can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Oh, this is a great position. Gyökeres. He's had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Sweden have their third corner. Isak! Great effort, he flew in with courage.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too.
Cash. And that is out of play. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's a good ball. Takes a shot! Oh, good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Sweden are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off...
And the shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Bednarek.
There will be
Now
3
Kivior.
minutes added time.
Zalewski. Threads one in. Oh, good take in a good area. Zalewski. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Sweden sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Engages and forces him off the ball. He's found a way through. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a... He's gone for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Szymanski. No way through. Szymanski is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Terrific effort! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 9.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
A case now of complete control. Tries to pass it through. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Looking to play him in. He's through here. That has been cut short. And that is well cleared. He's a sharp little ball here. And a header! It's in! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not kicking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Sweden are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Isak needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
A probing pass, and he welcomes it in. And he's lost his man here. Real chance! It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
For Sweden, after 65 minutes, is number 17, Gyökeres.
Sweden are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for options for movement. That's good vision. Cash. And they win it back again. And he's in on the quick chance! And that's a good finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
After 72 minutes is number 17, Gyökeres.
Poland choosing to make the first change.
Substitution.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Played down the flank. Elanga. Takes aim and crosses. It's not an especially good pass, that. Zielinski.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Elanga spots it and intercepts. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, shooting chance! And no mistake. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Number 16.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's crossed into the middle. That's an excellent interception. Piontek. Here's Zielinski. Gyökeres. Piontek. And this is Lewandowski. And he's got away from him. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Lewandowski. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Isak receives it in a wide position. Forwards and with intent. Poland couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Great ball, and he's in here, and he shoots! It's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Number 18.
Four extra minutes added on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's picked it up out wide. Poland with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. There's the shot!
Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Elanga running, and that will be it. Sweden pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Isak, very much the hero in this game. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the
now,
players were determined to deliver it,
I'd like
and they
to
did.
ask you to join me in wishing our
Well, thanks to
birthday
Jim.
boy
We
a
both wish you a very
special
good evening.
birthday.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful,
Hello,
clear
everybody,
evening.
and
The
welcome to
conditions
today's
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be... Header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Oh, he's having a go! He's got away with one there. Vitinha.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's having a pop! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Portugal have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
And it's Kulusevski. Oh, that's well spotted. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent, and always willing to take people on and get himself into those good crossing positions, and he can deliver too.
No argument from me on that. Shoots! No, not this time.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bernardo Silva gets it away. Tries one from range. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
Diogo Dalot. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Bernardo Silva. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Isak. Now he's got space here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Isak clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Oh, that's fabulous. Played in by Dalot. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Kulusevski. Now that looks a decent ball. Vitinha. And it's Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pedro Neto. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, some astute defending there. Is there... And the finish! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Diogo Dalot. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's going wide left. Kulusevski. Now it's Isak. Threads one in. Gyökeres. He's onside. Big chance! Goal, Sweden! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Sweden have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Sweden looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Probing pass.
Oh, delightful ball.
Diogo Costa clears it away. Kulusevski. Closing. Gyökeres! Oh, that was no routine save.
Gyökeres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Elanga! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Sweden leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. And it's Mendes. Oh, strongly challenged there. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How would you review the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Sweden just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. So, into the second half.
Sweden definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Oh, well played, well played. He's had it taken off him. It's a searching pass. Not the most accurate pass. Ruben Dias. It's Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Isak. Gyökeres. Chips it through. And the shot! And there's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Nuno Mendes. Great vision. Rafael, and he shoots! Off the post!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Gonçalo Inácio. So we've reached the hour mark. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Kulusevski being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and it's about time they woke up to the main threat. He had license to...
Chance, surely! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Diogo Dalot. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He'll try from distance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Vitinha. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Isak. Nice looking ball. Great ball if he can get there. Chance! Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
.3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Referee's given a throw. Goodmanson. Gyökeres looking to play him in. Oh, that's a fine interception. Vitinha. Here's Rafael Leao. And it's Bernardo Silva. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Isak. Impressive jump. No, not the best of headers.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps in the back.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Elanga. Looking for a runner. Your chance for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Nuno Mendes. Pass somewhat off target. Isak. Diogo Dalot kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely weighted ball. Cross into the box, brilliantly cut out. Sweden are closing in on a comfortable win. Time and again they are repelled. Couldn't squeeze it through. Just 5 minutes remaining now. João Felix. Looking for the run. He's in a great position here. He's going for goal! And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means.
Substitution.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Chance! It's a goal! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Sweden are having a ball here. And he is deftly away. Shot a goal!
There will be 5 minutes added time.
He's kicked it out, that's a great save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And he's quick to get rid. Lobbed in behind.
Decent chance! Oh, crossbar! And a neat finish! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Alexander Isak.
Sweden are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Now it's Joao Felix.
If they want to count...
So that's it, it is all over.
Sweden really have hit the heights.
A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Gyökeres picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver
Please
it,
turn your
and they
attention
did.
to the screen for information provided by the local
So
police.
just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A
everybody,
clear
and
night,
welcome
all
to
the
the
ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim
And please
Begley.
welcome Alex
Cheers,
to
Peter.
the
It's a
field.
privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So things are underway. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner.
Sweden have their second corner now.
Isak! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Cash.
Looking to play him in. Gyökeres! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And here's Isak.
Tries one from range.
You've got to be quick to recover this.
This time, surely. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Isak.
It's a good ball out wide. But where it came from.
Gyökeres! Goal, Sweden! And Sweden take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
It's a searching pass. He's in a great position here. He slings it in.
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
And he's forced to go back.
First quarter of an hour gone.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Gyökeres does really well there. He is strong. Looking for options for movement.
Tries a shot!
Aim forwards.
Oh, he's having a go! Chance again? No.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, what has happened here?
They get a throw-in.
Can he get away here? Driven in. Isak!
That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
More and more pressure on the ball here.
Now it's Isak. Now looking to orchestrate a count. He's gone for goal.
Isak clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And it's Lewandowski. That is good strength. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Looking for the run. That's been slipped through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Engages and forces him off the ball. So what can they make of this? Great vision.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's Piontek! Oh, good finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Score for Poland after 37 minutes.
You give him an inch and he'll take a
Number
mile.
23.
Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Cash. And here's Isak. Oh, that's neat. He's having a hit! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Szymanski. Can he get on the end of this? Could be danger here. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. Plays it out wide. Can he latch on to this? He's found a way through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a goal kick. Szymanski. Cash. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch, this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So straight into the second half. Kivior. Now it's Lewandowski. Spread it left. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, that's well spotted. That's a cute ball. He's in plenty of space here. Space for him to turn and look. Jokerit. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Sweden! Into the lead once more. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
17, Gyökeres.
Sweden have their lead. Szymanski. Piontek, out towards the flank. Hoisted, Lewandowski! Harmlessly behind.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
That's going across goal.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Isak currently being consciously targeted.
Listen, it's not nice and it's not clever, Peter, but it has to be done when he tries.
Decent chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! And the shot! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's come to nothing. Zalewski. Elanga. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Good ball, good take.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Szymanski, he is through here. Pass somewhat off target. He's in a good position here. Gyökeres, and there's his chance to lead the counter. He's a sharp little ball here. Flashes it across. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Poland can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Substitution.
Piontek. And here's Isak. Great chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So now the difference is 3. Played into space. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Chance for a shot! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Sweden have their third corner. Frankowski clears it away. Poland have the chance to go the other way. That has not gone well. Frankowski. Lewandowski is onto it in a flash. Gyökeres. Szymanski. That's a smartly directed ball. Frankowski, he has found the way through, and he's got his cross in, and he's heaved it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Gyökeres. Gyökeres makes a dash for it. Neatly clipped into space. Deftly away. Tries from a long way out. Elanga. Oh, important interception. Cash.
There
And
will be 3
Szymanski.
minutes added time.
Piontek. And he plays one through. He's shifting through the gears here. It's Piontek! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it, and it's come back out to him. And again.
Substitution in progress.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. So the die is cast. It is time for Mr. Crash Bang Wallop.
Yeah, this will make things interesting. He's definitely one of those players who can deliver in a situation like this.
And there goes the final whistle. Sweden can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Gyökeres, hat-trick scorer, massive game.